Humiliated and seething with anger after having been tricked by Tassadar in their prior battle, Kerrigan returns with our forces back to the main hive cluster. She fantasizes about the wicked vengeance she plans to bring down on Tassadar with tantalizing delight, but is interrupted by Dagoth with urgent news.
Insufferable Protoss coward. Tassadar cannot evade my wrath forever. I shall find him and cut it.
Kerrigan, Zaz is dead.
Zaz is dead. Kerrigan feels no grief at the loss, only amusement at this, as she knows that all Cerebrates are promised rebirth via their connection to the Overmind.
Oh, it is a pity that Cerebrates cannot truly be killed. I expect that the Overmind will reincarnate him soon.
No, he will not.
However, Dagoth explains this is not the case. Zaz cannot be revived, having been killed by a new Protoss weapon, which has the power to both sever the immortal lifeline of the Cerebrates and simultaneously cause catastrophic damage to the Overmind, who, after Zaz's murder, is now comatose.
The Protoss have devised some new attack, an attack powerful enough to nullify our reincarnation and give pause to the Overmind itself.
So, Tassadar's plan was merely a diversion. I should not have underestimated him so.
Kerrigan, in a moment of wisdom, realizes that Tassadar was manipulating her from the start, with his real target being the Overmind. It's possible, she admits, that she may have underestimated him, for the Protoss on Char have been hiding in secret for who knows how long, waiting for their chance to strike at the swarm.
Without its master, Zas's brood has run amok, and even now threatens the hive cluster. Cerebrate, you must eradicate the rampaging brood and stem any further damage it might cause. I shall deal with the Protoss myself.
Dagoth goes on, explaining that without a master, Zaz's brood has gone feral, running amok and causing chaos within the hive cluster. As the Overmind's majordomo, or second-in-command, Dagoth issues us an order: eradicate Zaz's Garm brood, while he takes care of the Protoss, which leaves only Kerrigan to ponder her next moves. Our mission begins with us in command of a contingent of Mutalisks and Hydralisks as we begin wiping out the Garm brood. Moving northward through their southern territory, we wipe out a small outpost of the brood to clear the way to begin building our own base in force. We have progressed in our evolution yet further after our battles with the Protoss. We now have access to the Defiler. This wiggly-jiggly boy is our new ground-based spellcaster, able to manipulate the battlefield with its unique abilities. It has no weapons, but can consume fellow Zerg to replenish its energy. Allowing it to saturate the battlefield with its two unique spells. The first is Dark Swarm, a defensive ability which creates a protective cloud, shielding all units inside its radius from ranged attacks.
Our forces are under attack.
The second ability is Plague, which summons a sanguine clutch of spores in a wide area of effect. These spores can devastate their enemies, causing up to 295 damage, but are unable to deliver a finishing blow to an enemy unit, leaving them at 1 HP instead of actually killing them. This ability is fantastic for softening up enemy defenses before our swarm rushes in full force. Unfortunately, though, Zaz, who is more evolved than we are, has had access to much stronger Zerg minions, like the towering Ultralisk, the apex predator of the swarm. Expanding our forces outward, we flood across Zaz's former territory. First, we claim the forward base that the Garm Brood has situated to our west. Once we bring this base to heel and claim its resources, we move to another outpost to the northeast. This base is defensible with high walls and even more resources.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
The onslaught continues, fighting tooth and nail with his rabid swarm as we butcher his units across each inch of ground. Our forces are under attack. Guardians, Hydralisks, Mutalisks, and Ultralisks all try to get in our way, but we eventually push through to his primary hive cluster.
Are under attack.
Without a master to command the brood, his unorganized, careless swarm falls before our superior tactics.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
We raze the tech structures located in his northern territory to the ground, and even eliminate the side base he had situated upon a nearby plateau. When we are finished in our butchery, all that's left of the Garm Brood are lifeless hunks of fleshy viscera strewn across the battlefield, rotting in the sunlight. With this threat put to rest, we move to rejoin Kerrigan and find out what her plan is to deal with the Protoss that has the audacity to murder an immortal Cerebrate. An enemy with this kind of weapon can be shown no mercy, for this is potentially the greatest threat to the future of the Swarm and the Overmind. For the okay. Without a master to command the brood, his His unorganized, careless swarm fails. Yeah. His unorganized, careless swarm fails. Oh my god. That's the third time I've said fail and it's fall. When we are finished in our butchery, all that's left of the Garm brood are lifeless all that's left of the Garm brood are lifeless hunks of fleshy viscera